here. Thank you very much. We have given 1 minute pitch.
Oh,
we have,
I didn't know. Sorry.
Yes, we are supposed to take 1 minute for these introductions. So pardon me if I barge in rudely, but we want to be able to keep to our time. I saw Lilipat's hand. Lilipat, if you can hear me, you can take the floor. Thank you, Kamal. Lilipat.
Okay, so my name is Lilipel Asiedu, CEO of Lipat Yenu Ventures. we are farmers and processors. We process food crops into easily accessible, well-packaged products that suit both local and international markets. Our mission is to add value to food crops into easily accessible value chain products by producing quality organic and hygienic products that meet local and international markets. Our vision is to be a lead producer of quality and nutritious food crops value chain in EU markets, Ghana, after in the next 5 years. With our sustainable development goals, no poverty, gender equality, zero hunger, good health and well-being, decent work and economic growth. So our products and services, as we do franchising and exporting, whereby we give people white labeling, and we also have a brand name that is Yeezy Food Products. Then we have the commercial production, where we do a lot of processing for other organizations. And the problem we're actually solving is food security and post-harvest loss. Being a farmer, I know what it takes when you have to harvest a whole lot of crops that decays and give, a bad weather or a bad climate change. So we have this food security and post where we process all these value chain powdered forms. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your innovation towards adding value to food. Pat, anyone else if identify?
Yes, it was Bakawari. The next person to raise the hand was Bakawari. You are here, you have the floor.
Good.
Hello, can I proceed?
Yes.
Good afternoon all. I'm Samuel Bakawari. I work for Badback Services. We are located in Tamale. Badback Services is a mechanization service provider. We operate in the Savannah and northern regions. We provide mechanization services from land preparation through to harvest and post-harvest storage and haulage. We currently have begun the use of some climate smart technologies, like dropping the use of plows and focusing on very little soil disturbances. We this year have focused on using just the harrows and reapers for our smallholder farmers for whom we provide our services to. So basically, this is what we do. We also seed producers, but I know for this component, that's not relevant. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Samuel. Abigail, I saw Abigail's hand previously.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I am Abigail Sapon. I work for Smart Farming BV. So we are a digital agricultural company that provides solutions for sustainable impact. So our tools include crop management and then also web or SMS service to customers such as food processors and farmers, and then food security programs. So with this program that you are into, we focused on bundle 4, and the value we are bringing in is to scale the provision of access to agro advisors and also nutrient management practices, such that we can provide apps for farmers so that we can scale the provision of extension delivery, and also data-driven apps to help them know their yield and then which inputs they should put into their crops and then to give the yield that they expect. So we don't only focus on apps. Most farmers are not using smartphones. So we also have two-way SMS delivery, such that you send the farmer customized information and the farmer can also chat with you back, or using the USSD. We are also developing chatbots, and then we work with clients from India, Pakistan, and then East Africa. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Abigail Sapon for your digital agro-advisory solutions. Dr. Pat, have you identified next, or I should just call?
Yes, I think there was Kwame, then
Okay.
Richard, and Abdul Latif in that order.
Okay, good. So please take from that sequence. Kwame, are you ready? If not, Abdul Latif.
Abdul Latif, can you take the floor?
Okay, I think I can see Isaac. Are you ready?
Actually, I don't know even where my name is is found. I'm trying to look at where actually is it. If you can check it for me.
Did you choose band of 4?
Abdul Latif, we are also ready.
Okay, Abdul Latif, please go ahead.
Yes, please.
You're fresh.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Abdul Latif, Partners Agriculture Holdings Limited.
I remember I checked the soil side or soil.
Please go and check and come back. Okay, just be certain.
Okay, then let me check at the
Abdul
other side.
Latif, please go ahead.
Yes, please. Thank you. I'm Abdul Latif Swale. Our business is Partners Agricultural Holdings. We are into both annual and then tree crops. With the annual crops, it's the support services we give to smallholder farmers in terms of tractor services and mechanization. So, and then we blend it with the trees. Normally we give out trees for sustainability sake, to contribute to sustainability. We are currently into soybeans in the three districts in the northern region. We are working with about 1,000 farmers for now. And then we are seeking this opportunity to see how best we contribute to sustainability in the operational district or in the selected district. Thank you very much. Our main product is mango and soybean. Mango we process into dried mango chips, and then we have it in the markets in and around Tamale for now. So the idea is that when we give them mango, in future when it is producing, we buy back from them and then process as means of because the process of mango comes at the beginning of the production of the annual crops. So this is the blend that we think we will give farmers income to be able to produce the annual crops. Thank you very much. In brief, that is Partners.
Thank you, Abdul Latif. Patricia, do you want to come in?
Yes, I think for now we may hold on with the introductions and then do the presentation. And then later on, if we have more time, we'll come back to the introduction. We need to be mindful of our timing.
Good.
So I would ask if you have the presentation and you can share from your end. I'll go through quickly and give a brief background of our thematic bundle, and then we can have the discussion. As we go on with the discussion, anybody who is talking can introduce him or herself first and the company, and then we can have the discussions.
Patricia, unfortunately, you've not shared the file with me.
Oh, is the old one, for the one we gave to Faustina. I thought you had that one.
It's just forward to me right away.
Okay, please hold on. Thank you.
Please, I want to ask. I don't hear anything.
Please, you can talk through.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Kingsley, we can continue with the introductions. I'm trying to send the document to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Kwame Frimpong, do you want to pitch?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'm ready. Can I be heard?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, can I be heard?
Go ahead.
All right, so thank you very much. My name is Kwame Frimpong, and I am from Green Husk Innovations. And at Green Husk Innovations, we are converting corn husk into paper. So we are making paper out of corn husk, which is an agricultural waste. So the major problem we are trying to solve here is, firstly, the negative impact of the cutting down of trees for paper production in the first place. And secondly, most maize farmers burn their corn husk after harvest. And that also has a negative impact on the environment and even the soil, because as they burn continuously, it tends to increase the temperature of the soil itself, thereby making it not very suitable for plant growth. And also the release of these carbon emissions tend to affect the climate as well. And that also have a negative impact on their production and also on the climate. Now we are coming in as off-takers of their waste, which is the corn husk, converting them into paper, which will be used to serve various purposes like packaging materials, exercise books, and other paper materials. So with our innovative idea, we are looking at partnering with over 1,000 farmers where we outsource their corn husk. And with our processes, it actually involves very, environmentally friendly chemicals. And the reason for this application was that we are looking at promoting good soil and smart production. So corn has been shown to have some chemicals that are very good for the soil. And so our processes require some very natural chemicals. And after we are done with our production, the waste generated from our production, which is the liquid waste, can even be used as a liquid fertilizer, which will now also be used to.
Thank you very much for pitching your corn husk idea. Mandela, can you hear from you?
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. So I'm representing Advanced Ghana Savings and Loans. So Advanced is a leading international microfinance group. We are present in 9 countries with a global clientele reach of 1.3 million. In Ghana, we have 20 branches. And then in the north, we have a branch in Tamale. Over the past few years, we are increasing our entry into agric. And last year, we reached 1,924 women who received loans from us. This year, we've moved it to 5,600. So we're looking at opportunity to partner under this program to see if other organizations have some soft technologies that the farmers can adopt. We can model it as part of our loan processes and then see if we can sell our products and that innovation together so that it can reach more of these clients that we're already working with. So we're happy to be here and then we hope for some partnership.
Great. Thank you very much for your loan ideas. Richard Pepra, are you set now?
Yes, please.
Okay,
thank you very much. Okay, Richard Kofi Pepra is my name, and I am from Crop Research Institute. I started the crop research. I also have a private seed company. Actually, my target is rice farmers. Since I'm in the Crop Research Institute, I have direct link to the breeder seed. So our target is to multiply this highly pure seed for farmers. And aside these pure seeds that we are multiplying for farmers, we are aiming to also use organic fertilizers, organic pesticide from Japan, also use some smart way of transplanting rice, because normally our farmers use broadcasting during their rice sowing. So our focus is to also introduce rice transplanter in Ghana. So I believe my idea together with this bundle will also help in the climate smart agriculture in Ghana. And besides, I also have some investors that I'm working with. So I believe we can both work together so that we can be rice self-sufficient in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Richard.
My regards to Dr. Patricia. Doctor, hello.
Okay, she will take notice of that.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, no, please call the next person as I load your PowerPoint.
Okay, there is Mandela. Can you come on the floor? Mandela.
I've called him already, sorry.
Okay,
Tell them
then Chief John.
Yeah, they should lower
Chief
their
John Vanderpoy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You have the floor.
Yes. Yes. Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Chief John Vanderpoy, the CEO of Farm Vanderbilt. We're into urban farming, aquaculture, poultry, and livestock. Our main focus is urban farming, whereby we harvest rainwater. You know, currently in Accra, there's lots of floods, and then most people have small areas for farming. So we established urban farms where they harvest rainwater into fish tanks, and then wastewater from fecal material from the poultry and livestock are being converted into manure. Also, the rainwater is being used to as a source of water for the poultry and livestock as well. We also use the same water from the fish, whereby the wastewater from the fish, whereby we use it to water our crops, and then also we save water. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, if you have had your turn, can you just unraise your hand so that I can see those who have not had the chance to talk? Yes. Thank you very much. Felix, if you haven't talked already, you have the floor now. Felix.
Hi, my name is Felix Anya, and I'm from the Upper East region. I'm the executive laborer of the Cowboys Ventures. We are an agricultural firm specialized in the cultivation of certified rice seeds, jasmine, and AICCRA, and then organic vegetables. We are located in Koko and the Upper East region, and then also Tyne district. We work with women groups and youth. We also disseminate climate smart agriculture techniques. So because we are dealing in organic vegetables, our groups are all also practicing the village savings loans scheme to ensure that they have that financial inclusion and economic empowerment. We partner with AM Engineering Company Limited that installs irrigation systems for all our smallholder farmers. We had other grants from GEA, and then we are coming on board with MasterCard Foundation because we want to install the biggest warehouse for onion for the Ghanaian market and that of Senegal. So I'm currently in the Senegal to look into that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Felix. Anybody who hasn't had his or her turn? Robert, if you haven't, your hand has been up for a while.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
I am Robert
afternoon,
Donko.
Robert.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
I'm the founder.
Yes, we can.
Good. I'm the founder and managing director for Fruit Veg Farms Limited Company. We are an agro-based and export-oriented company that is into production, aggregation, and value addition of agri-products. I also double as a UNIDO WACOM SME cluster coach in 3 zones. That's the Southern, Middle Belt, and Northern Belt in Ghana. We are doing dried fruits, that's mangoes and pineapples, as a healthy snack option in an effort to reduce post-harvest losses. We are currently focusing on our 40-acreage cashew farm located in the Bono East region, where we are looking at repurposing the waste from the cashew into biochar to enhance soil health of farms. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can you unmute, please? I think we are getting some feedback here. I'll mute. Yeah, thank you. So Kingsley, now I think I will quickly go through our bundle or our thematic area, and then we can continue with the introductions as and when we start with the discussions. So pardon me if you haven't had your turn, we will come back to that. I quickly want us to do this and then we come back to that. Thank you. Do I have the floor, Kingsley?
Sure. So let's proceed. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So our thematic bundle is smart productions and soils. There are 4 bundles, and we have been introduced briefly to all of them. For those who were here for the initial engagement, we were in one room and had all these bundles exposed to us. But for now, for this interest, we are talking about smart production and soils. And then our team is referring to the integration of advanced technologies and sustainable practices in agriculture to optimize soil health, crop yields, and resource use efficiency. So that is what our team stands to achieve. And then we have a few challenges we want to address, and that is what is shown in the pictures. There is the issue of mechanization, the conventional one that we know that is currently giving rise to soil erosion and depletion of nutrients from the topsoils, is also giving rise to siltations of our streams, whereby these eroded soils get carried off into these streams and rivers. Now, more importantly, we are losing the basis, the organic matter that we have for crop production. And that is with regards to the current state that we do our mechanization, the land preparation activities, that is the tillage. So you can see that there are several factors that are accruing to these challenges. Sometimes, and of most of importance is the water availability. There are a lot of farm engagements or farm activities that require water. The most important being planting. You need very good moisture to go into plant. You need good moisture for fertilization, even moisture for these tillage activities that we've mentioned. And moisture, it actually runs through a lot. And if you don't get this and in good quantities that we need, or good quantities that can support crop growth, you are going to have a lot of challenges with the growth and ultimately the yield, thereby losing income and reducing farmer livelihoods. We don't want to go into climate change because it's like the basis of everything that we are doing here. We want to be able to reduce these vulnerabilities and improve the resilience of our farmers to climate change. We have identified some bundle solutions and proposals that we will have called you here to share with you. Our thematic area is about smart productions and soils, and of interest is the mechanization aspect. So if you see the table here, I am taking it from the middle. We have the sustainable agriculture mechanization. It starts the planting activities. You need to prepare your land before you can actually go into plants. And we are proposing that for the mechanized and both unmechanized farmers, they should switch to or start right off with sustainable agriculture mechanization. And what is this sustainable agriculture mechanization? We are talking about anything that would, or any mechanization that would reduce the impact on the soil, reduce the impact on the environment, that is to say emissions, and then also to reduce impacts on all the other activities that has to do with mechanization in the field. So with the sustainable agriculture mechanization, when it comes to the tillage options, we are proposing ripping instead of plowing or harrowing or all the other activities or engagements that we do before planting. And then for the planting to harvesting, we are recommending the use of some of these small implements. For instance, the roller planter, the weeders, the in-row weeders, these fertilizer applicators that can aid or become enablers when we are working the field. Now, let me go to the information services, the climate information. What if you have planted? You need information for some of the decision making on the field, and we need to send this information in real time and as quick as possible to our farmers for them to be able to make very informed decisions when it comes to their on-farm activities. So we are looking at this seasonal forecast that we have partnered with GMET to be given to us and then rolled onto several other platforms that we hope to have you engaged on so that our farmers can receive this information and in good form that they can use to support their decision making. So we are not going to only send this forecast, but then it's going to go as an advisory to our farmers. So for instance, if you are going to receive this amount of rain in, say, this week, and that kind of rain can support, say, a fertilizer application, we can send this information that we are going to receive about 50 millimeters of rain on Thursday. And so for a farmer in such location, you can plan your activities surrounding fertilizer application or any other activity that requires water. If there is going to be some droughts, maybe a week or two without rains, we can equally send these messages to our farmers and then give them some of these adaptation measures. So there is not going to be rains for the past 2 weeks. So these and these and these are what you can do to reduce the impact or the effect that this can have on you. So that is to do with the climate information services. I have coupled that with the climate smart advisories because they go hand in hand. So for instance, the timing of the land preparation, when to plant, I've talked about these. But then I want to also talk about the seed selection. Of utmost importance is also the seed selection. Sometimes we give general or recommendations that affect almost all our agroecologists. But then if you pick certain areas, some of these information or seed are not very ideal for these areas. So as part of the agro advisories, we can recommend the type of seed that a farmer can plant if you are, say, you are in, say, Wa or Kumbungu or Boko or any of these areas. And that is the smartness that has to do with what we are talking about here. Of course, we cannot do all of this without finance, and I was very happy to notice that we have several of these financial agencies with us here. Now, we want to bundle these technologies. So if you are taking a climate smart technology, you are going to go through the whole process, give the farmer the technology or the good agronomic practices that can work around this seed for the farmer to plant. You give the farmer these enablers, for instance, the mechanization equipment, and then a farmer is sure to have these and be able to make some profits. So we are bundling this and we want it to be embedded in a financial solution like somebody has already explained and is looking out for. So you are very much welcome. We want this embedded so that we give it out to our farmers. It can be in the form of credit provision, insurance, or any other financial package that we want to give to them. Of course, we are also building the capacities of our farmers to be able to get the input of these climate information that we are sending them to make informed decisions. So you can see decision support system that has to do with a lot of these capacity building, and then the development of these digital agro advisories. I should mention that we have developed the crop calendar that can go along with some of these technologies so that a farmer can easily rely on the crop calendar for information. There are other agro advisories on the calendar that a farmer can rely on in the eventual case that they need this kind of information. Our target communities are mostly in the northern region for this bundle. We are working in Kumbungu, the Kumbungu district for now, about 5 communities that has been, we are working in about 5 communities now, but we have seen the impulse of the numbers that we want to reach, and we don't think that these 5 communities will suffice. That is why, as our partners, we are partnering with you so that we can extend to other areas, other communities, and reach more people to be able to use these technologies that we have already shared here. We are currently working on maize and cowpea, but that is not to say that we would not accept to work with other commodities if we have a very good proposal on how to get its promotion and impact on the ground for our farmers to actually use. So this is the brief background that I wanted to share with you. I will leave it, I'll go back to Kingsley to open the floor for our discussions. And then as we do the discussions, we can come back anytime you want to on these bundles. Thank you very much, Kingsley.
Thank you very much for the insight. I think for now, based on your pitch, you should be finding some target zones where you want to collaborate or where your vision. So far, you have close to 13 that have made a pitch. So you open the floor. If you have any question or any suggestion that you want to make so that we clear any doubts before you leave this session. After that, we'll take the few pitch sessions that are left, then we end the session. So the floor is open to everyone to share your ideas or anything you think.
Yes, please.
Bothering you. Yes.
Yeah, this is Isaac. I've registered, but since I'm looking around where my name will be, but since I've went on all the several, I'm not getting. But I believe smart production and soil, that is where my destiny. But I don't know whether my name too is not still here or is there, please.
What is the surname?
Banewell Isaac.
Okay, I will check in a second and get back to you. But the floor is open to everyone. Please go ahead if you want any clarification based on the bundle elements that we've shared with you.
Yeah, I just want to clarify on the locations. You mentioned Northern Region and then you're currently in Kumbungu. So assuming we have a product that can reach other farmers, maybe in Upper West or Savannah or the other regions, will it be considered? Because we currently reaching these 4 regions in loans that we do. So I just want to find out.
Okay, Dr. Pat, do you want to comment on that?
Yes, Kingsley. Let me just emphasize that AICCRA is not only working in Kumbungu, but then this thematic bundle is what has been centered over there. And of course, we welcome any innovation that we can spread to all our other AICCRA communities. We are in all the 6 northern regions currently, as well as some other regions not part of the north. So thank you very much. We would really welcome if you can reach these regions. Thank you.
Okay, so I think the clarification is made. Any other?
Yes, please.
Since I have a question.
Please go ahead.
So I have 2 minor questions. First, it was clear in the introduction in the bigger room that only companies registered in Ghana can apply.
Yes.
So in that case, can international company form partnership with local companies and then apply? Or if you are not registered in Ghana, you are strictly out? And my second minor question is that how do we, maybe you have already made arrangement for that, but how do we contact potential partners will you give us chance to write our names and emails so that we can go into each other's DM, or how is it planned?
Okay, let me add a few before Dr. Paz to comment on that. First, I think the company applying should be a Ghanaian company. So whether the international body is pairing the Ghana, is the Ghana company who should be making the application. I guess that understanding should be made clear. And for the potentials to collaborate, I think the whole idea was to start with this pitch. I think by now, so far, 13 pitches have been made. If you found any, I think it's a good starting point to start a collaboration. But I think we'll take it further to the AICCRA main body to see whether they can escalate these kinds of ideas so that some will not want, some will want. But I think so far as you pick a bundle, you should have seen some likeliness with one or two institutions. Dr. Pat, do you want to add something to?
Yes, I want to add something very brief. Yes, international companies can, because we are even collaborating with some international organizations. But then the person leading or the business partner leading the application should be Ghanaian registered. You as an international partner can be part of the consortium. So a group of companies or partners that comes together to apply, but then the application partner or the business partner doing the lead, let me just put it that way, should be a Ghanaian company. Secondly, you also asked about how you can get in touch with the other partners here or collaborators here. I think, Kingsley, we have an Excel sheet that has the names and contacts of all our collaborators. Everybody
Yes.
that chose to be part of our thematic bundle, the name is there and has been shared with us. So what we can do is to share these names with all of you here. If you actually received our mail, then you would surely receive this mail containing the addresses and contacts of these persons. If you are not very sure that you are on this list, you can quickly type in your name, the company name, and then the contacts in the chat area where we can easily extract it and add it to the list that we have. Let me just emphasize that the actual aim of this meeting is for you to interact and begin to link up on the platform who you can form a partnership with to apply for this accelerator program. So I'm very happy that you have brought it up. You can look around if somebody has talked and you are interested in what the person is doing and you think that you can partner with the person to put in an application, this is all we are here for, and you are very welcome to scope. You can even ask a question, who is interested to partner with me right now? This is what I'm doing, and anybody can answer you either in chat or even verbally on the platform. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm pleased with your answers. Thank you.
Great. So I think we can take it from there. Any other question? I think someone wanted to speak earlier on before.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to know the list of the communities, the 5 communities you are working on in Kumungu.
Okay, Pat.
I think I've lost it in my head.
Lost it. Okay.
Yes, the names are actually not so familiar, so I cannot mention them right off. But if you are interested, we can easily share it with you.
Yes.
No problem. We'll be very grateful because it's our backyard and then very accessible.
Okay, so good. So I think, but specifically is the Northern and Savannah regions, we'll be more specific with our next agenda. So we have less than 40 seconds to leave and join the main group session. So if you didn't page, I think we are going to create a WhatsApp groups where all of us will be group based on the bundles. Then we can take it from there. But please just find a collaborator if you feel that you found any, and you can take it from there in the application so that it becomes more solidified when you are making application to this bundle. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, we might have to leave. So we'll see you in the bigger room. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kingsley.
Thank you.
You've been great. And see you all. We can continue the conversation over there. Thank you.
Certainly.
And then what they will bring in is their experience and their technique.